often asked the question, is the American dream dead? I believe the moment we stop dreaming, we might as well be. Hi, I'm your host, Craig Sewing, the creator of American Dream TV, a national TV show centered around real estate, lifestyle, and culture. A real show showing you real neighborhoods from real professionals. Today, we're going to take you all across the country, showing you why we live in the greatest country on the planet. Let's get this show started right now. Welcome to the American Dream.
The American Dream.
You're watching The American Dream.
The American Dream.
Showing you the real estate, the lifestyle, the culture.
Let's get this party started right now.
Let's go do this.
It is heating up once again.
We're the Davids going up against the Goliath. Real stories in real neighborhoods with real experts.
The staple of the neighborhood. Can't wait to present it to you.
It's all about lifestyle.
In your community.
That's what this show, The American Dream, is all about. Cheers to your American Dream.
Hey y'all, I'm Jacob, your host of the American Dream TV. Now normally, you might find me in New Orleans, but today we're in Baton Rouge for Chef John Folse Bourbon and Boucherie. Now for those of you who don't know what a boucherie is, basically it's when a family or a village gets a hog, slaughters it, and uses every piece for their meal. Come on y'all, hope you brought your appetite. Bon appetit. Behind me is the pavilion, and this, y'all, is the epitome of the village. And this is what started the boucherie. We have the village here, and there's a bunch of stations within the pavilion, and each of those stations represents a different family, cooking a different piece of the hog in a different way. And they're all coming together at the end of this to essentially have a potluck, a feast together, where we can sharing stories, sharing the camaraderie, and all the delicious cuisine made here today in unique and special ways. I'm here with Chef Travis, and what can you tell us here about the station that you're working at today?
So today we're doing pork and sausage fricassee, which is absolute tradition of the boucherie. So we're working with pork shoulder, working with sausage, our trinity, garlic. The fricassee is, like a thick stew that has the spoils of the butcher. And then we're also doing our porchettas. The porchettas are awesome because we've got the belly, we've got the shoulder, fresh fennel fronds, basil, rosemary, garlic, salt, pepper, all the herbs. And when we get done, the porchettas are like this big. Really crispy on the outside and super tender on the inside.
I'm here with Chris. We're making a smoked raccoon and rooster stew.
That's right.
What can you tell us about this dish?
This is a 200-year-old traditional recipe, the way I understand it.
How has this dish evolved over those years?
Right. Well, certainly people like Chef John Folse that do boucheries like this to continue the art and the education and the history behind the cuisine and the food of Louisiana. I mean, it's just been passed down from one family to another and kept in someone's Bible or on the recipe rack, and it ends up in our hands and preserved, I'm sure, for forever now at this point. So.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, I'm here with Chef John Folse. Chef Folse, what can you tell us about this event here, the boucherie?
Well, I think this is a very unique gathering of chefs and cooks, aficionados, that the desire was to learn and to feed off of each other. And wow, why didn't I think of that? And all of a sudden we became better cooks because of it. And then we also found the uniqueness of our area. Baton Rouge is different from New Orleans. New Orleans is different from California. So there's something unique happening here that's different from anywhere else in the world. And if you're gonna find it, you have to come here to get it. When you look at the makeup of our folks here, they're from all over the United States. I mean, they're coming in. How do you know we're doing it? I'm not quite sure. We're not advertising a whole lot, but like-minded people just sense like-minded traditions and they want to be a part of it. And I think more than anything else, it's authentic, and we want people to come, whether it's young children. You see young children, 8, 9 years old, running around. They're learning the way we learned when we were 8, 9 years old, and that's why we're doing it today, and that's why that little boy is going to be doing it 25 years from now, and that's really the greatest gift we can give.
Right.
I'm very happy to have y'all here.
Hope you all enjoyed this episode where we got to showcase Louisiana culture and cuisine, where every generation gets to pass down something special and unique to the next. I'm Jacob with American Dream TV. A bientôt, mes amis.
Greetings from northern Minnesota, and welcome to this episode of The American Dream. I'm your host, Erin Klein, and today I am super excited to share with you something that has been a complete game changer for me. Most people are familiar with virtual doctor visits, but virtual physical therapy? I'm about to take you behind the scenes to show you how Minnesota-based, Harvard-educated Dr. Alex Locke is disrupting the physical therapy industry by providing expert care virtually. Let's go see what it's all about. So what inspired you to start Motive PT, and how do you see this transforming physical therapy?
Yeah, so I was in clinic for about 10 years as a PT, and what finally made me make this decision was I kept noticing the same problems with traditional physical therapy, and that is that it's super inconvenient. So people are taking hours out of their day to go to appointments. People would get surprise medical bills. And then the other thing was physical therapy is kind of boring, you know? Like, that was kind of the big thing. I wanted to solve this issue of like, convenience, expense, and then also just being more fun.
Some people are really skeptical about virtual physical therapy. In fact, I was one of them before I tried it. What do you have to tell those people, and what surprises have you found that your skeptical clients have had once they've used your services?
Yes, I hold space for skepticism because when I started this 4 years ago, I wasn't 100% sure it was going to work. So now 4 years in, I've seen enough patients, they come back to me for other injuries, they send other family members, so I feel good about the product. 90% of knowing what your problem is based on what you are telling me. So your verbal report gets us 90% the way there. You don't have to be in person to do that. And then the other 10%, the checking your strength, checking your flexibility, seeing how you move, that can all be done on a phone, on a laptop. I don't have to touch you to do that stuff.
And isn't it funny that most of us think physical therapy, somebody needs to touch us, when in reality, when we go into a clinic, nobody touches us anyway.
No, nobody touches, and some people don't want to be touched, and that's fine. I think talk therapy has done such an excellent job of showing us how successful like remote work can be and how convenient it is for people. So I'm hoping that same sentiment starts to move into the physical therapy sphere. One, by patients and customers who are already kind of coming on board, but another thing is by providers. I want doctors to know this is a real thing, it's effective. Every study out there shows online PT is as effective as in person. So I want our thoughts around telehealth to move in a way of, oh, what we're offering is not something less than. It's actually the same, but it's just more convenient for people.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for taking time to talk with me about this today. This is absolutely amazing for myself, for so many people I know that you've worked with, and I just think that this is the future of physical therapy.
Thank you, Erin. I so appreciate it, and I agree.
Thank you.
This house was designed by David Salmela. He is a renowned Duluth architect. He's known for these beautiful, crisp, clean lines. And if you can't tell, there's a significant amount of light in this home. It floods every room, and it's beautifully designed to capture this serene environment.
So if somebody was thinking about moving to the Northern Shore up to Duluth, Minnesota, what would you want them to know?
Oh, that's a good question. I would say it's really important, first of all, to find a community, a space, an environment that fits your lifestyle. And then secondly, I would recommend they come up at different times of the year. We have very dynamic weather up here. It's absolutely gorgeous in every season, but it's really important for them to get a feel of what it's like to live here throughout the year.
Thank you so much for taking time to share this beautiful home with us and all of your local knowledge on the Duluth area.
You are so welcome. It's a pleasure to be here.
Are you ready to move to Minnesota yet? From businesses to homes, we are on the forefront of innovation and design. Thanks for joining me on this tour of the North Shore of Minnesota. I'm your host, Erin Klein, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time on The American Dream.
We're here in Morristown, New Jersey. Main Street Morristown has all these little local shops and eateries, and I just wanted to highlight some of my favorite stops. I'm so excited to get to show them off. Why don't we get started? I'm Colleen O'Hara, your host of The American Dream. First stop, here at More Bagels. This is our Morristown Main Street small business, shop local tour. One of my favorite stops, coffee, bagels, breakfast, lunch, adorable. We're gonna need some caffeine to get through today. Let's go get started. Next stop, Morristown Florals. We're going to meet with the owner. We're going to look at some of her designs, check out her shop. Let's go check it out. Our next two stops on our small business tour here in Morristown, Apricot Lane, a ladies' boutique, and Melange, an adorable children's boutique as well. So we are here with Courtney. She is the owner of Melange. Courtney, thank you for having us in today. How long have you been here in Morristown?
So we have been in Morristown, we're coming up on about a year. We opened last May. We have our other store in Haddonfield. We've been there for 8 years. So we kind of saw the need in Morristown. We had a lot of customers from Morristown, and they're like, it would be a great idea to have you guys here. So
that's perfect. Yeah. Your shop is adorable. All children's wear.
Yes, we do newborn to about age 7.
So right now, spring, you're getting all your inventory ready for spring and summer, I assume. For the kids, you have little bathing suits and summer dresses for the kids.
Yeah, right now we have our little Easter collection out, and then we have spring, summer, bathing suits, lots of like little outfits for camps, birthdays, all sorts of things.
Nice. Yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate you letting us come in.
Thanks for coming. We appreciate
look around and do some shopping. Next stop, Kathy's Carryout Cuisine. Hands down, best broccoli salad in the entire world. Yum! One of my favorite stops here in Morristown on Main Street. Let's go check out our next place. navy blue gift shop right down the street. Why don't you come with me? I had a great day today. Thank you for joining me. I got to point out and highlight some of my favorite spots right here in Morristown. Shopping local, supporting small business, all the businesses up and down Main Street in Morristown. I had a great day. I hope you did too. Join me next time. Colleen O'Hara, your host of The American Dream.
Welcome to The American Dream, Selling Wisconsin, a show featuring positive stories about people and communities just like yours. Some of my favorite shows to produce are those inspiring stories of people and organizations making real difference through volunteerism and philanthropy. On today's show, I am featuring an incredible nonprofit organization that is dedicated to ensuring no child has to sleep on the ground. That organization is Sleep in Heavenly Peace. Their mission is simple, yet life-changing, to provide children in need with a safe and comfortable bed of their own. Through the hard work and dedication of volunteers, they are transforming children's lives one bed at a time. My name is Patrick Redmond, your host and real estate and lifestyle expert. And today we are in Menominee, Wisconsin on the beautiful University of Menominee Stout campus. Come with me as we learn more about this powerful movement and the amazing people behind it. Come on, let's go. I am with Mary Bigg, who is the Dunn County Chapter President and a longtime friend. Known Mary for a lot of years. Mary, tell us about the organization and who's here today.
Yeah, so Sleep in Heavenly Peace is a national organization. They were established in 2012, and we got our chapter started. We're a local chapter in Dunn County. Got our chapter started in August of 2021. And this time of year, we usually build beds outside. It's a little cold, so we've got this great partnership with UW Stout, and in particular, the Women in Construction program. They're volunteers with us, and so they allow us to host this build here at UW Stout.
Right.
We also have a ton of students helping build beds today, and Don and Peggy Qualley, who are our financial supporters for this particular event. So they just simply apply by going out to www.shpbeds.org, and they click on apply for a bed. And then we contact them, and as long as they're under 18, they're not currently sleeping in their own bed today, and there's a place in their house for it, then they're eligible. So they get a bed, they get a brand new mattress, a brand new mattress pad, a full set of sheets, comforter, and a pillow.
Mary, thank you so much. You're doing great work here. It's good to see you again.
Appreciate it.
I am with Don and Peggy Qualley, correct? Volunteers here, obviously, but also you're sponsoring the event today.
That's true.
Tell me why this mission connected with you and why it's important to you.
Oh, it's important to me because we've always cared about children in our community, and it's so important for their mental health, their physical health, and they need a good night's sleep so they can do well. They're our future.
It's rewarding, right? And you know, at some point, a child's going to get up bed and get off the floor.
The students are wonderful to work with, and they're really digging in and helping out. So that's wonderful to see too.
Well, it's a real pleasure to meet both of you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you for all your work and all your generosity.
Thanks for coming out.
I'm with Ellie Becker with UW Stout. Ellie, tell us about the group you have here today.
So today we're working with Sleep in Heavenly Peace, but also the Women in Construction group here at UW Stout's kind of putting it on today.
So do you volunteer for just this event, or do you do multiple events?
We've done quite a few events. We did a delivery day, just trying to learn more about Sleep in Heavenly Peace, what they're all about. And then we were like, we'd love to implement like a build day here at UW Stout. Our first one was last year. This is our second one.
And why did your group gravitate towards this project?
it's giving back to the community. You see a lot of bad things in the news today, but just trying to get some good and thrown in there every now and then.
Really, you're doing great work here, and keep it up. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in today. I want to thank all the volunteers and organizers of the Sleep in Heavenly Peace organization. I want to thank UW Stout, and I want to thank you at home for tuning in. My name's Patrick Redman, and I'll see you next time on The American Dream.
Everyone, and welcome to The American Dream. I'm your host, Rachel Tiskovics, and today we're going to come through the heart of Pella to tour two unique charms that we have here in our town. We're going to start at Central College, and we're going to end up at Liberty Street Kitchen. Now, Central College, right here in the heart of town, was founded in 1853, and this college has been home to some wonderful alumni, such as Harry Smith. We're going to be taking a tour of Liberty Street Kitchen and interviewing Alex Gabrielson, the executive chef, and we're going to see how our town of Pella, our small town heart, meets these big city dreams. Come, let's take a look. So I'm here tonight with Alex Gabrielson, executive chef of Liberty Street Kitchen. Alex, tell us a little bit about who you are and what brought you to become the chef here at Liberty Street.
So I was a little bit of a late comer to the culinary, I guess the chef industry. I couldn't really figure out what I wanted to do as far as career-wise, and found myself applying at Applebee's here in town, and worked there for a little while, and then decided I wanted to become a chef. So I went to culinary school in Chicago, and then my parents had transplanted from Belmont, Iowa, where I grew up, to Pella, and the company I was working for decided to open a restaurant here. They asked if I wanted to come be here since they knew that my parents were here.
Nice, perfect. And you've been a great fit for the Pella community, I have to say.
Thank you.
So tell me a little bit about Chicago. What experience that you had there was able to be brought here to Liberty Street?
So I worked at a restaurant called GT Fish and Oyster in Chicago. Mm-hmm. They're a small plates seafood-centric restaurant.
Okay.
So I kind of fell in love with fish and oysters and that kind of stuff here. Yeah. Being from the Midwest, it was a new experience for me because we kind of ate, walleye and those sorts of fish growing up, but didn't get a lot of experience with a lot of the other seafood. So
Gotcha.
Working there was really eye-opening, and my wife always tells me that I'm great at cooking seafood, and I think I can owe that to the experience that I had at GT Fish and Oyster. So.
Nice, nice. So what kind of creations, where do you draw your inspiration here? Do you draw from that, obviously, with some of the seafood, but where are your other inspirations coming from?
I think we're kind of a throwback restaurant.
Okay.
I take a lot of inspiration from growing up, what my mom was cooking in the house, or my grandparents were cooking in the house. We actually just did a supper club dinner a couple weeks ago where we threw it back to the 1980s. Okay. That's the kind of food that we're cooking here, kind of an elevated and some kind of twist for Liberty Street Kitchen. So.
Nice. So what's your vision? What do you see Liberty Street contributing to the community in 5 years?
I see us just continuing to grow, to do more for the community. We've already started doing monthly wine or spirit tasting events with pairings with different sorts of food, and I just want to do more of that so I have more of a creative outlet.
Right, right. Well, we love what you're doing here. It's a very modern atmosphere, but it's very inviting at the same time. So thank you for what you do here, and we hope to see you do many more great things and continue to bring your expertise to our community.
Thank you so much, Rachel.
Thank you, Alex. So we have toured Central College's campus here in the spring while it was getting ready to bloom. We've taken a look at Liberty Street Kitchen and watched Chef Alex plate some of his creations for the season. If you're ever in town, stop by, take a look at that beautiful campus, come and grab a bite to eat at Liberty Street, and we'd love to see you here in Pella, Iowa. Until the next time, I'm Rachel Tiskevix with The American Dream.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode of The American Dream TV. We created this show to combat negative media, to show that the American Dream is alive and well by showing you real stories in real neighborhoods. Thank you so much for watching the show, and cheers to your American Dream.